Welcome, everyone. My name's Athena, for those that don't know, and I will be leading our Sunday service this morning with the help from some of our readers. And I apologize, my font looks different this morning. So if you're a graphic designer and would like to volunteer for Psanctuary, let me know because I could use some help. And for those that don't know, I'll just do a little refresher around Sanctuary Church. Sanctuary is a 508c1a faith-based organization. We use psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament to connect us to divinity. It is our sincere belief that the consumption of psilocybin-containing mushrooms is a communion, which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all being. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our faith in sacred mushrooms stems from prehistorical use by our ancestors and personal experiences of our modern members. It is our belief that psilocybin-containing mushrooms are one of the greatest sacraments that nature offers, raising our awareness so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. We should not be mistaken for a medical or therapeutic organization. We strongly encourage anyone facing trauma recovery or mental health issues to work in conjunction with a psychiatrist, psychologist, or accredited therapist. Our objective is to help and support you in reconnecting with the universal source of healing, your own divine spirit. As we get ready to begin today's service, we ask that you mute your mics if they are not muted already. We want to let you know this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal. So now is a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. And please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. The service portion of our gathering is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part, during which time we will begin with a short meditation. We'll read the poem which the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, titled A Litany of Gratitude. A reading from our rotating text, currently as one thinketh, along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading. A reading from our main text, the Tao Te Ching. After that, we'll bring the official service to a close, and from there, we will move into an optional discussion period led by Derek and Emma today. We've allotted an hour and a half for this portion until noon, and do invite you to participate if you feel called. So with that, I will officially open our service and welcome and thank everyone for joining our sanctuary community and celebration today. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. With that, I'll ask our meditation leader to support us in our meditation this morning.
Good morning, everybody. So go ahead and find a comfortable position. Wiggle around a little bit wherever you're sitting. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes. Take a couple of deep belly breaths. With every inhale, allow that fresh breath to come all the way down into your belly. And with that exhale, Release any tension. Allowing your awareness to come into the present moment, right here, right now. And really start to notice how nourishing it is to exhale. Let it all go. And bringing all your attention into your body. Notice how different your body feels on inhalation versus exhalation. Notice how both states have a sensation of aliveness. Tune into that aliveness. Notice how you can feel that sense of aliveness everywhere that you put your attention on. Out to the tips of your fingers and your toes. And while you're keeping your attention inside of your body, noticing this aliveness, if any thoughts start to pop in, you can let them just pass through like a cloud passing through the sky. You can let them go and bring our attention back to what it feels like to be living in this body. You can move your awareness around inside of your body to different places with a sense of curiosity. What does aliveness feel like in your lower back? What does it feel like in your heart space? With each inhalation coming in, And every exhalation going out, notice how life is just living through you. And that there's a sense of connectedness with everything around you. Take a few more deep, nourishing breaths. Down deep into your belly and releasing all tension on exhale. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes.
Thank you, Emma. Now lead us in our litany of gratitude, and I invite you to join me by unmuting your mics. When I say, we live in all things live in us. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars.
We live in all things. All things live in us.
We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live
in all things. All things live in us.
We call to each other, we listen to each other, our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live
in all things. All things live in us.
We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live
in all things. All things live in us.
We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We
live in all things. All things live in us.
We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. Thank you, everyone. Please resume your mute. I invite Stephen to help us with our first reading this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Today's reading is from As One Thinketh, Chapter 2, continued. Every one of us is where we are by the law of our being. The thoughts which we have built into our character have brought us here. And in the arrangement of our life, there is no element of chance, but all is the result of a law which cannot err. This is just as true of those who feel out of harmony with their surroundings as those who are content with them. As a progressive and evolving being, we find ourselves where we are so that we may learn and grow. As we learn spiritual lessons, which every circumstance contains, that circumstance passes and gives place to other opportunities for evolution. The circumstances grow out of thought. Everyone who has practiced for any length of time self-control, self-purification, will notice the alteration of circumstances has been in exact ratio with their altered mental condition. So true is this that when we earnestly apply ourselves to remedy the defects in our character, we pass through a succession of favorable growth and evolution. The soul attracts that which it secretly harbors, that which it loves, and also that which it fears. It reaches the height of its cherished aspirations. It falls to the level of its unchaste desires, and circumstances are the means by which the soul receives its own. Every thought seed sown or allowed to fall into the mind and to take root there produces its own, blossoming sooner or later into action, bearing its own fruitage of opportunity and circumstance. Good thoughts bear good fruit, bad thoughts bear bad fruit.
Thank you, Stephen. We'll now take about 5 minutes to reflect on the reading. So if you have your journal nearby, you can grab that. If you'd like to just sit in thought, that's also okay. And our prompt today, reflect on some of the lessons your spirit has taught you through circumstances. What was learned? How did you change and grow? What lessons is your spirit trying to teach you now? How can you employ those lessons to assist in your evolution? Perhaps most importantly, what does this teach you about what your soul secretly loves and fears? Give us 5 minutes to reflect on those thoughts, those questions. I'd like to begin finishing up your thoughts. The paradoxical nature of life and its mysteries are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It is for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to study it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. I invite Courtney to help us with our next reading.
Thanks, Athena. Chapter 52. All under heaven have a common beginning. This beginning is the mother of the world. Having known the mother, we may proceed to know her children. Having known the children, we should go back and hold on to the mother. In so doing, you will incur no risk, even though your body be annihilated. Block all the passages, shut all the doors, and to the end of your days, you will not be worn out. Open the passages, multiply your activities, and to the end of your days, you will remain helpless. To see the small is to have insight. To hold on to weakness is to be strong. Use the lights, but return to your insight. Do not bring calamities upon yourself. This is the way of cultivating the changeless.
Thanks, Courtney. Now begin officially closing out our service today with some announcements. We have our community sacred circle happening this coming Tuesday, the 26th, from 5:30 to 7:30, which is open to members and non-members alike. So if you go to our events page, which I'll link in the chat, you can pre-register so we know who to expect for that circle. We also have our Women's Sacred Circle coming up at our Broadway space. Both of these are at our Broadway space in person on April 30th, where Courtney will be leading our activity and discussion. And that is from 2 to 4. And again, more information is on our events page and how to pre-register. These are donation-based offerings that the church is providing for our community, and we really look forward to seeing anyone that's able to make it. We are celebrating Justice, our member Justice and Kaimisha's wedding this weekend, and we're sending them so much love. I'll be hopping off early today in order to catch a flight back to Kentucky. So we're just sending them all the positivity around their union. So for those joining us, if you have enjoyed our service and or community conversations afterward, we would love it if you would consider making a donation to help support the efforts of the church. All donations received gratefully go toward current programs, development and implementation of new programs, and other operating expenses. And by donating, you help bring to reality the visions of Psanctuary Church. And our community consists of family and individuals from all walks of life and is open to individuals from any faith or background. Our growing list of integration coaches and therapists. If you, like many others throughout history, hold these mushrooms as a sacrament for sincere and intentional spiritual practice and would like to be a part of a community, we invite you to head over to our membership application page and begin the membership process. And I'll post that link in our chat once I close out the service. Becoming a member is a 5-step process, which includes a discovery call with us. Members of Sanctuary Church have access to our growing list of integration coaches and therapists, members-only events, including sacrament opportunities, our member portal, and our members-only Discord chat, which is a daily connection with our community. So if you are interested in learning more about that, you can visit our website and go through the link that I provide. And with that, I'll officially bring our service to a close, recognizing we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. For those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. Sending everyone lots of love. And with that, I will stop our recording